Good evening and welcome. I'm Shashi Dhar, your host, and I welcome you all to the DHV Spirituality and Healing Meet. And today, the agenda for the session is the question-based discussion on the first three parts of the Ashtanga Yoga. So in the last week we had touched on, as an overview, we had seen the first three parts, which was Yam, Niyam, and Asana. So today we are going to have a question-based discussion on that. So we are going to have some detailed discussion on what we covered, and let's have some people share what are the kind of benefits that you got from the last session, or if you have any questions, or if you are practicing the yogasans in your own time at your home or in the park, then what are the kind of difficulties or kind of benefits that you're getting out of the program, right? So who would like to go ahead? Anybody who would like to share? And my request would be, if you're missing out on the Wednesday session, you should attend the recording first, because we do that in continuation. So Sylvia ji, you also missed out on the last session, right? आपने attend नहीं किया. हाँ. तो अगर आपने recording देखी होगी, then you will be able to, participate and share something or ask any question. So we can connect, right? Yes, Sanjeev, anything you would like to share from the last session?
The session what you conducted last time was actually, we have done a series earlier also, but it's not about repetition, it's about always getting something new into the new session.
Sanjeev, I think you have to come close. Volume is low.
Okay, am I audible now?
Still a bit low, I would say.
Am I audible now?
Yeah, better.
Okay, thanks. So what I'm saying, although we have attended this, not audible?
अब तो ठीक है.
Sylvia ji, am I audible?
It definitely softer than your usual self.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा कम है. So I think something is missing. Either your mic is not there,
or not on full volume, or something. Speaker is not.
Is it better now? Or is it the same?
Same volume, same volume.
I don't know, something. So I have same thing, but let me be a little louder.
Okay.
Okay. Tony, am I audible now?
Tony still has this.
The same. There's no change.
Okay, let me be best in my volume. So what I am saying, that this topic of Ashtanga Yoga, we have done a series earlier. While we started this discussion last time, there's always something new which is available. And I got 3 big statements about asana that your guru shared with you. And out of which, on this Saturday when we had this session, I've used that completely. And Sylvia ji and you were not there. So the one line which I catched last time was, for Asana, he has shared that if you have no reason to cry, then smile. Now, I got this line so very powerfully that I really thought throughout the next day also, how is it different than what we talk generally? And then I realized, so this line says either cry if you are in that mode, or smile. There is no midway. Okay, and that's what I realized. Okay, so if I have reason to cry, I will cry. Otherwise, I'll have my smile. I'll not be mediocre, like I will avoid this. So I am consciously, Shashi, trying this. I know I miss out sometimes, but consciously I'm making sure if I'm not crying, then I'm smiling. And that's what I got the best last time out of this session. Shashi, thank you very much.
Very good, Sanjay. Great sharing. And I can see a great application of that in your immediate program you did after that, right? So that was good. So for those who didn't attend the session, let me tell you, what we're talking of is the basic 3 principles of the fundamental 3 principles of yoga. So we are not talking of Ashtanga Yoga here. We are talking of 3 fundamental principles of yoga. Yoga means when we are talking of union with the divine, right? So of course, it is detailed in the 8 steps of Ashtanga Yoga. But what are the 3 steps or the 3 fundamental principles? First one is no overdoing. Yeah, no overdoing. So you are not going to strain your body. You are going to train your body. So when you're doing asanas, or you're doing pranayama, or you're doing anything in your life, Even if you're working in the office, don't be a workaholic. You're overdoing it. So no overdoing in any aspect of your life, right? So you have to take care of that. You do not have to strain your body. You have to train your body. You have to learn your knowledge, learn your skills, and train your body to train yourself to do the best, get the best results in life. So no overdoing. That's the first rule. Everybody remembers that now? No overdoing, right? Number 2, keep your back as straight as possible, as much as possible. That means whenever you become conscious of it, keep your back straight. So let me remind everybody, back straight. So you should be like this. Yeah. Okay. So keep your back straight. And why this is so technically important? The moment you keep your back straight, your spine is absolutely aligned, or rather straight, right? And there is a shloka in Bhagavad Gita also where we say, Samam kaye shiro grivam dharyan achalam sthira. That is, of course, the preparation for the further steps. But what it says is your back, neck, and head should be in a straight line, and you should be absolutely still and motionless. That is the fundamental step. But of course, in our day-to-day activities, even if your back is straight, you will be moving. Right now, even if my back is straight, but I will be moving. But that is fine. So you have to keep that in mind, that keep your back as straight as possible, as much as possible during the whole day. All your 7 major chakras are aligned in a vertical position, and the prana energy will flow through the pranamaya coach very easily. So your body and your mind get energized very fast. You will not develop any kind of blocks, and the prana energy flowing through you will keep your body in an energetic state and keep your mind in an enthusiastic state. So you will be happy and joyful all the time. So fundamental. What is the fundamental? Number 1, no overdoing. Number 2, keep your back as straight as possible. And number 3, that is what Sanjeev just shared. Smile. In one word, it is smile. Keep always a smiling face. If you have a reason to cry, you cry. But once you have cried enough, wash your face and then again smile. So if you don't have a reason to cry, smile. That is the third rule, right? So that is what Sanjeev was mentioning. So fundamental 3 principles of yoga. Everybody clear on this? Yes? Very good. So these are the 3 fundamental principles. You have to remember this all the time, whenever it is possible. So look into your mirror, smile, keep your back straight, and whatever you are doing, no overdoing. Correct? Everybody okay with that? Show me a thumbs up. Great. Tony, yes, great. Mani sir, Anji, very good. Okay, and Amitji, if you're hearing that, I think you are also there, right? Okay. Next, when we talk of Ashtanga Yoga, you have to understand, when we talk of union, ultimate goal is what? Ashtanga Yoga. What is the 8-step Samadhi? Samadhi means what? Union with the divine. Correct? So what is actually the purpose of yoga is, that is the actual definition of yoga. So if you ask me what is Ashtanga Yoga, as given by Sage Patanjali, it is Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. What is yoga actually is Chitta. That means your memory bank, you can say, or the mind space. Vritti. It is Vritti Nirodha, means Vritti is the tendencies or the thoughts that trigger the sanskars in you. And Nirodha. Nirodha means basically cessation. So there is absolutely cessation of thoughts and vibrations in your chit, which actually means you are cleaning your whole chit. आप अपने चित्त को पूरी तरह से साफ कर रहे हैं. That is the whole purpose of Ashtanga Yoga. Yogash Chitta Vritti Nirodha. So that leads you to what? Niruddha Chit. That leads you to a state of Niruddha Chit, where your Chit is completely free from all the karmic imprints. And that is what will give you the oneness with the divine. So that is the ultimate purpose of yoga. I hope everybody is connecting with it. Yeah. When we talk of Samadhi, we are talking of Niruddha Chit. Your Chit is absolutely clear from all the imprints. All the imprints means what? Tamogun imprints, Rajogun imprints, Satogun imprints. All these imprints have to go. How does it go? With your sadhana. With the kind of meditation and pranayam that you do, you will move your consciousness up to the highest level. and your chit becomes completely free from all these gunas. So you attain the niruddha chit. That is the purpose of yoga. That is what in the last session, one of the experts who had come from yoga and wellness, he had shared that, right? So that was the purpose. So when Sage Patanjali gave these 8 steps, that this was the ultimate goal. By practicing these 8 steps, this is what you will achieve, right? But when we talk of asana, or when we talk of yam niyam, yam and niyam are giving you the fundamental principles, foundation, on which you are going to take your journey further. And third step, asana or the posture. There is a definition of posture. What is that? Sthir Sukham Asana. Asana or a posture is basically saying sthir. Sthir means stable. Sukham, comfort. So stability with comfort. This is the basic requirement of any asana. Stability with comfort. So whether you are doing Tadasana in a standing pose, that is the first asana that we do in the standing posture, or you are sitting in the Padmasana, in the lotus position, or in the Vajrasana, or you are lying down in the relaxation pose, which is Shavasana, or Makarasana, right? What are you doing? Stability with comfort. Your body should be absolutely still, and your body should be very, very comfortable. No pain, no discomfort anywhere. So all the asanas are basically to tell you to get into a posture, have full control over your body, get into a posture where you can be stable and comfortable for more than 40-45 minutes, maybe 1 hour. That is the whole purpose of posture, right? So I've given you quickly, I've given you three major important details about yoga. The first thing that we did was 3 fundamental principles of yoga. We'll do a quick recap. What are the 3 fundamental principles? Number 1, just shout out. Anybody? Tony? Just shout out. What are the 3 fundamental principles? Number 1, no overdoing. Yes? Yeah, you are on mute. Tony.
So first is no overdoing.
Correct.
You don't have to strain your body, you have to train your body.
Very good.
Second is always try and keep your back straight.
Very good. So keep your back straight as much as possible, as long as
As
possible.
much as possible, as long as possible.
Great.
And the third is, if you have no reason to cry, please smile.
Very good. So these are the 3 fundamental principles of yoga, right? And here we have no reason to cry. So we will all have a smiling face. Agreed? Right. Great. Next, we come to what is the fundamental destination of the Ashtanga Yoga as given by Sage Patanjali. So what is that?
Samadhi.
Samadhi. So what does it mean?
Samadhi means union with the divine.
Right. So for that, what is actually required as per the Ashtanga Yoga of Sage Patanjali? What does he say? You have to
do yoga and meditation. And
in fact, you have to do all the 8 steps. You have to do all the 8 steps.
Yes.
And when you reach Samadhi state, what will happen? Basically, you will be free from all the karmic imprints in your chit.
Yes.
Okay. So that gives the fundamental destination of the Ashtanga Yoga is what? Yogash Chitta Vritti Nirodha. That is what Sage Patanjali says. Right? That means your chit should be clear of all the imprints or all the tendencies or all the vibrations in the chit should be died down. So there is no vibration in your chit. So basically you get a niruddha chit. So that is what the definition of yoga is. Clear? So I'm doing that as a repetition so that people can connect. Yes, Sanjeev, you want to share something?
This, if I put it in other simple word, I would take it like when you are in Samadhi, you are, वो जो कहते हैं ना, एक तो आप निराकार हो और you don't have any gun, so nirgun and nirakar. So that means you are emotionless. There is no emotion because nirgun means not even positive emotion, not even negative emotion. Neutral emotion. So you become just a drishta, you just become a seer.
Absolutely.
And once you are a seer, then nothing affects you emotionally. That's
Correct.
the stage of samadhi. Can I say that?
Yeah, that is one understanding of that. But basically, what you're saying is absolutely true. You're free from all the gunas,
Yeah.
and you are free from all the thoughts and the emotions.
Thank you.
There is no vibration in the chit, right? Because even when you are at third eye consciousness, it is ekagra chit, which means there is a vibration, but it is focused, 100% focused. Whatever you are focusing on, you are giving 100% of it. That is ekagra chit. But in nirodha chit, you are free from even that vibration. So crown chakra consciousness, that is what you can say, correct? So that is the ultimate purpose. And for that, what is really, really important is your posture. And that gives a definition of posture. What is that? I just shared that. What is the definition of asana? What is the definition of asana? Or two aspects, important aspects of an asana, any asana, whether it is tadasana, it is vajrasana, makarasana, or whatever, dhanurasana. Yes, Tony, go ahead.
Giving any
Yeah, go ahead, good. Anybody?
should not pain.
One at a time.
Tony, I'll say.
Okay.
I think to be in a posture where you have no pain, you are at ease in that posture.
So you are at ease. So ease means what? No pain. So that is one part of it. That means you are in comfort. There is another part of it. What is that, Tony? So there are two aspects of asana: stability and comfort. You have to be stable.
Stability and comfort.
That is an asana. That means you are rock solid. Absolutely, you are non-moving like a rock. You are stable. आपका बैक स्ट्रेट है, मेडिटेशन में अगर आप बैठे हो, आपका बैक एकदम स्ट्रेट है, there is no movement. There is no movement in your body. You are stable and you are very comfortable. That is the purpose of this whole asana. तो जितने भी आप आसन कर रहे हो, खड़े होके, बैठ के, लेट के, उल्टा लेट के, उनका पर्पस क्या है? Purpose is sthir sukham asanam. You should be in any posture very, very stable and very, very comfortable. Then you have full control over your body, which will help you move forward in the next steps of the Ashtanga Yoga, which is what? Pranayama, then Pratyahar, and then Dharana, then Dhyan, and then finally Samadhi. Right? So if you want to clear your chit of all the imprints, you have to first keep your body stable and comfortable. तपस्या पे बैठने के लिए हाँ, हमारे ऋषि मुनि जो पहले स्पिरिचुअल साइंटिस्ट होते थे, वो हजारों साल बैठ जाते थे, सुनने में आया. In stories and in shastras we hear that they sat there for years and years and years, and time just passed by. So sage Vishwamitra, he is absolutely notorious, I would say, or worldly famous for sitting in tapasya for hundreds and hundreds of years. Right? So stability and comfort. Once you are sitting in that lotus position, Padmasana में बैठे हो, आपको कोई खबर ही नहीं है उसके बाद. You are completely immersed in divine. So you can transcend your body, you can transcend your mind. That is when you get connected with the soul or the divine. Right? Everybody clear? So these three technical parts are very, very important when we talk of yoga. Yes, Sanjeev.
Shashi, sorry, when you said that, I would also like to add, this is very great in terms of when you are in asana, but Tony, I'm not audible?
Boss, I can't hear you.
Tony, आपको ना थोड़ा अपना वॉल्यूम बढ़ा दो मोबाइल का.
नहीं, पूरा वॉल्यूम बढ़ा हुआ है. शशि की आवाज बिल्कुल सही आ रही है.
So that means there is some error in my system. I have to check later on.
थोड़ा सा कम आ रहा है, नॉर्मली से कम आ रहा है, बट सुनाई दे रहा है. ऐसा नहीं है कि सुनाई नहीं दे रहा.
Okay, चलो मैं यहाँ पे और पास आ गया. Tony, somewhat better.
Yeah.
You leave him with no option but to say yes. Okay, good. You can.
So when you said sitting in asana, yeah. So when you said sitting in asana for thousands of years by rishis and munis, so I would also like to say that if we keep these two things, comfort and posture, okay, it is not necessarily only sitting; it is also while you are working all throughout the day, while you are doing anything all throughout the day. Because probably many of us are not into a stage where we are going to sit like sages for years. But when we are doing anything, we should not feel tired in that case. And these two things I find absolutely, I've been practicing since, I would say, years now. That's where it doesn't make us tired if you are really making sure of these two factors. And that's
Absolutely. Perfect. Obviously, we are not here to practice it for days or months to sit like that. But yes, whatever we do, if we are doing that with stability and comfort, we get 100% marks for it. Right?
Thank you.
So whether it is walking, so even if it is we are standing and talking, we are standing and delivering a lecture, we are sitting down and having a chat with our friends. If our back is straight, and if you are keeping a very good posture, your body language comes across as very perfect body language. So stability and comfort is always good. Your weight should be on both the legs, so your spine is absolutely straight. So your hip bones are absolutely taking the right weight, right? So the spine is straight means you are getting all your chakras energized perfectly. Prana Shakti will be absolutely flowing in full glory, and your body and mind will be working in complete coordination. So you will get 100% focus on any activity that you're doing. Right? Very good, Sanjeev. That is exactly what we are supposed to do in our day-to-day life. So stability and comfort, very important. That is the definition of asana. Sthir, sukham, asanam. Asana की definition है. Sthir, stable, sukham, comfort. So remember this, stability and comfort. Bring these aspects into your life and see how you can get rid of diseases just like that. Just by keeping a great posture, you can get rid of many diseases. Just by sleeping in a perfect posture, you will get rid of many backaches and you can say the cramps in the legs and all that. Everything will be fine. Because if the energy is flowing through your body properly, through the chakras properly, it will coordinate with the body and mind. So that is the whole purpose of it. So everybody clear on this? 3 fundamental principles of yoga. Then the ultimate purpose or the destination of Ashtanga Yoga, which is Niruddha Chit, Samadhi. And we are talking of this definition of asana. Now, having said the foundation for it, now we can quickly recap what we discussed in the 5 steps of YAM. So what are the 5 steps of YAM? Who would say that? Tony, do you remember 5 steps of YAM? YAM is the fundamental principles, how you interact with the outside world. Okay, I'll name it fast and then if we will go for a discussion, right? So it is Ahimsa, Satya, Brahmacharya, Asteya, Aparigraha. 5 steps of YAM. Okay, and then we have 5 steps of Niyam. Niyam is your self-discipline. How you perfectly do that. How we perfectly do that in our life, right? So let us have something for the Niyam. Who is going to share that? Niyam, 5 steps of Niyam. Amitji, do you remember 5 steps of Niyam?
No.
Okay, so I will have to ask this because Sylvia ji didn't attend last time and Tony has forgotten what he did in the last sessions, right? So Sanjeev, help us out with the Niyam.
So when we have talked about YAM, 5 things, okay. So for Niyam, first step is Soch.
Soch. Yes.
That is cleanliness. Internal and external cleanliness, that's the first step.
Perfect.
So I start always that whenever you're talking of Niyam, if you cannot be clean within and without, you actually cannot follow any discipline, because Niyam is discipline, rules, norms. So that's very clear. And I have a question, Shashi, out here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does that mean when we talk about Soch, cleanliness, okay, it's about that physical cleanliness, or is it something else also?
It is both. Because when we say if there is a clutter in your mind, there will be a clutter in your outside world also. I firmly believe that. Any clutter in the outside world is a reflection of the clutter in your inside world. So आप बाहर के अपने अगर if you're working and if you keep your desk clean, most likely you will have a very mind also very organized and disciplined, right? But to answer you, it includes both inside as well as outside. You are absolutely right. तो आपको अपना बाहर का स्वच्छ अभियान जो है वो भी पूरा करना है और साथ साथ में अपने दिमाग में जो मकड़ी के जाले लग गए हैं, cobwebs in your mind, that also you have to keep on removing. So you have to keep challenging your belief system, which I often say. See, what are the thoughts that you're holding on to for long enough? What are the disempowering beliefs which you are still holding on to? Get rid of them, let go. तो let go जो करते हैं वो माइंड को क्लीन करता है, और जितना हम अलमारी से सामान को let go करते हैं उतना फिजिकली क्लटर क्लियर होगा, right? So it is actually connected. So that way we can see, yes, physical space also has to be decluttered, mind also has to be decluttered. So it is basically a shorch, which is cleanliness drive, both inside and outside. अपने घर को, अपने कमरे को, अपने डेस्क को, अपने सब कुछ जो भी अपनी घर है, अपना ऑफिस है, अपना सूटकेस है, अपना ब्रीफ केस है, सब चीजें, सब क्लटर को किसी को डाल के बंद करके नहीं रखना है, वो क्लटर ही रहेगा. कई लोगों को मैंने देखा, ताले रखे होते हैं, चाबी नहीं होती, और चाबी रखे हुए ताले नहीं होते. क्यों रखे हैं? घड़ी है, चल नहीं पड़ी हुई है, निकालो इन सबको बाहर, राइट? So you have to unuse things, useless things, get rid of it. They are blocking your energies. To keep the energy free in your mind, in your body, and in your home. So that is the answer, Sanjeev, right? Perfect. So that is the first point of shorch. Next. Yes, Tony. Yes, Tony is informed now.
Second one is Santosh.
Santosh, very good. Santosh. Now, Tony, explain that.
Santosh is contentment.
Very good.
Rather expecting nothing, and acceptance of yourself and of everything around you.
Very good. Very good. I think you have got hold of the notes, huh? Last sessions के notes पकड़ लिए हैं Tony ने. Very good. I like that. You searched it in right at the right time. Okay, good. So that is very well said. Contentment, which means your expectations is low and your acceptance of life is very high. And that gives you the actual contentment का definition ही यही है. When your expectation level is very low and your acceptance level is very high, you are bound to be contented and you are bound to be happy. Great, wonderful. Anybody else who has any questions on this contentment? Everybody clear?
Simple, Shashi. Question is clear, point is clear, but exactly if we talk about layman language, now how do you suggest action plan for the contentment?
So contentment is always for the result, not for the actions. That is the only answer. Contentment is only for the result. If I have given an exam and if I have got 50% marks, I accept that first. Then I see how I can get 80. So I have to increase my efforts. So contentment is never for the action. It is always for the result. Accept करो result को, क्योंकि उसको आप कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Result तो हो चुका ना. अब क्या करना है? अब अपने efforts को बढ़ाएंगे, अपने actions को बढ़ाएंगे, नए level पे करेंगे. And again, the results are not in your hand. So results के लिए आपको contentment वाला equation डालना ही पड़ेगा. Acceptance करना ही पड़ेगा. We have to differentiate between hope and hopes. I was reading this in an article. So when you have hope is something which drives you forward, which gives you a, जैसे डूबते को तिनके का सहारा बोलते हैं, वो hope है. But when you talk of hopes is expectations. You have to be very, very careful about it. Just a single S and hope become hopes, and hopes is equivalent to expectations, and expectations will kill joy. That is a universal rule. Expectations will always kill joy. Yes or no?
Correct.
And this is a universal law. You don't have to make it an emotional issue. It is a universal law. You have to understand and accept this law. Expectations kills joy. So let me give you an example if you're not clear. Amit ji, you have raised your hand. You want to share something? Amit ji, आप कुछ बोलना चाह रहे हैं?
मैंने raise hand नहीं किया, लेकिन मैं but I feel like I just wonderful master strokes. These were hope and hopes, and contentment is about the result and the actions. बहुत ही crisply, बहुत impressive, बहुत ही complete ज्ञान. Thank you. मतलब I've taken my takeaway of this session. back to you.
And this is very
मजा आ गया।
powerful, by the way, and that's why I remembered it. I've actually mentioned it कि ये बोलना है लिखा हुआ है मैंने. So expectations kills joy. It is
बहुत
the
बढ़िया,
fundamental
बहुत बढ़िया।
universal law. And expectations को अगर आप कम रखेंगे तो तभी कम होगा जब आपका acceptance level high होगा. So acceptance level will always build joy. You accept a situation, it will make you joyful. Because resistance will cause persistence, which is again a universal law. Right? So you have to understand how it works. Expectations will kill joy. Number one. Okay. And second thing, before I forget, what did I mention that? Expectations kill joy के साथ मैंने क्या बोला था? Anybody who remembers it?
Hope and
hopes, right? So hope will always, like, light a small light in a darkness. डूब रहा है, कोई मरने जा रहा है, कोई सुसाइड करने जा रहा है, उसको थोड़ी सी उम्मीद दे दी, कोई बात नहीं, अगली बार ट्राई करो, तुम्हारा सब ठीक ठाक हो जाएगा. That is a hope you are giving to somebody. Very, very important. You give hope, you keep hope. Keep hope is actually a process. Keep hope is a process where you are getting rid of all the negativities and you are latching on to that one little light of wisdom or one little light of divinity. That is the hope. But hopes means expectations, and expectations will kill joy. So you have to be very, very careful about that hope and hopes. Right? Yes. So now Sanjeev, you wanted to share something. Go ahead.
so I didn't want to share. Actually, I wanted to know more from Amit. That what has he understood? I want to hear in his words.
Okay. So Amit ji,
Am I really not audible?
Which state?
अमित जी को भी नहीं सुनाई
Which
दे रहा
statement?
है।
हाँ, आपकी वॉल्यूम कम है पर कोई बात
असल में मेरे को क्या है, मैंने हेडफोन लगा रखे इसलिए मेरे को सुनाई दे रहा है, बाकियों को शायद कम सुनाई दे रहा है.
Okay. So Amit ji, I want to understand.
नहीं, कोई बात नहीं. What is the state?
Amit ji, I want to understand in your words. What did you understand with this word hope and hopes?
अभी तो ये बैठा है and I know that मतलब ये प्रैक्टिस तो हम करने की कोशिश करते हैं. होप्स यहाँ पे आ गई, इसका मतलब अनड्यू डिजायर्स, इतनी सारी एक्सपेक्टेशंस की उनमें से कुछ या मोस्टली ऐसी है जो कि वाकई में नीड नहीं है और वो चित्त से आ रही है, वो माया जाल से आ रही है, मैट्रिक्स से आ रही है. लेकिन होप मतलब एक ऐसी सिचुएशन में होप जिसमें इंसान को एक, जैसे सर ने कहा, डूबते का सहारा, तिनके का सहारा डूबते को. तो आई थिंक ये चीज हम बात करते हैं, पढ़ाते हैं लोगों को, पर ये बहुत ही क्रिस्पली एक तरीका बताने
बहुत
का.
बढ़िया. वो एक वर्ड में बहुत बढ़िया है जी. Absolutely great, wonderful, good understanding. But for those who wants clarity in one word, hope का मतलब उम्मीद है, hopes का मतलब expectations है, यानी कि उम्मीदें जो हम औरों से रखते हैं. Correct? So there is a slight difference. When you are expecting a lot of things from anybody in your life, you are bound to fail. You are bound to be miserable, right? And when you are keeping a hope, it is you are keeping the hope from the divine. तो वहाँ divine intervention होगा और वो hope आपको आगे लेके जाएगा. So let me just give you an example of why expectations kills joy. कहते expectations तो normal है, and that's how we live life. Expectation होना तो normal है, अपने बच्चे से expectation normal है, अपने wife से expectation normal है. When that is why your relationship there is no joy. Because you think expectation is normal, then joy you cannot have that, because that expectation will kill the joy. So let's give you an example. So suppose everybody knows a little about cricket. थोड़ा बहुत cricket के बारे में जानते हैं सब लोग. So India Pakistan match, okay, and we are die-hard Indians, so we are die-hard fans of Indian cricket team. अब इंडिया और पाकिस्तान का मैच हो रहा है, किसको जीतना है? इंडिया को जीतना है, हर हालत में इंडिया को जीतना है. और अगर सचिन तेंदुलकर खेलना तो उसको सेंचुरी भी लगानी है. That is the kind of expectation, or that is the kind of attachment that we have, right? Now, how many of you would really, really enjoy the game if India is batting and Sachin goes out for the first ball, 0? Completely dispirited, the level of desperation, अब क्या होगा, डूब गया, ये मैच तो गया, हे भगवान क्या होगा, no, you're completely messed up, right? तो आपकी expectation थी इंडिया जीतेगा, and India is faltering. How are you enjoying the match? And cricket is your passion, by the way. Are you enjoying? No way. Your expectation is that India should win, and till the last, पूरे दिन में अगर 50 ओवर मैच है, जब तक 100 ओवर्स पूरे खत्म नहीं हो जाते, tab tak you will be very, very tense. So 100 overs of tension. And finally, that one moment will come when you say, oh, India jeet gaya. That is when you will enjoy after the result. After the result, during the process, you are miserable. So your expectation will always kill the joy. Right? And the result, what will happen, will give you a momentary joy because the next match is the next day. The next match की expectation बढ़ जाएगी. Like एक match अगर जीत गया तो पूरा series जीतना है. So it will be a next continuation. But what is happening? The process, life is happening in the process, right? उस process में there was no joy. That's what I mean. So am I okay?
But now I have. Thank you. Thanks for highlighting this.
Sorry, I got disconnected. I hope the discussion was on, right? So anybody who wants to share, good. Convert Sanjeev, you're sharing something.
I was talking about my audio level. Now everybody is getting my audio level. You went out and my audio level went in.
Oh. So I was the culprit, right? Anyway, good. Okay, so where was I when I got disconnected? Rudely disconnected.
Cricket
Match.
So when we are talking of the cricket match, what I was trying to say is the moment your expectations are high on India's win, you are never going to enjoy the match till India wins. And if India loses, it will be further depression. Yes or no? So
Yes.
your expectation is what is killing the joy. And that is exactly what is happening in life also. But had it been a match between Australia and England, and if Australia was batting, and if somebody scored 100, you would have enjoyed that. And if England bowler had taken a hat-trick, you would have enjoyed that also. Because there is no expectation. You are now actually enjoying the game of cricket. But the moment you are attached, you lose all kind of joy. How many of you can get that? So how you should live your life? Enjoy every moment without any expectation, without any attachment, and you will really enjoy life. Yes or no? That is the key to
All aspects of life.
Pardon?
And how can we relate this to all aspects of life? You're saying that it should be there in all aspects of life, right? So I'm just trying to understand, because coming from the profession that I am in, if I don't have hopes or if I don't have expectations from my staff to be doing good, they've got so many students' lives in their hands. So if I'm just trying to figure out from there, where am I, how am I supposed to be out there?
So you are going to motivate them and you are going to inspire them to do their best action.
Right.
But once they have done their best action, like if their students have given the exams, right? Now, whatever the result comes, your first job is to first accept the results the way they are and not do any blame game if it is bad and not go overboard if it is very good.
What if they have not worked very hard? If the staff has not put in their 100%, then?
Yeah, so then you will have to take corrective action. That's why I said contentment is only for the result, not for the actions. You have to improve your action. So if somebody has got, or you yourself have got 50% marks, correct? So you know I deserve something like 80%. So my efforts were not in the right direction. So my next effort, my next exam or whatever, I will put in the required efforts. That means I will increase the level of my efforts. But right now I have to accept the result. I have to be contented with the result of 50% marks. Then maybe I give the test again. So I appear for the exam again next year, whichever way, or next month, whatever will be the frequency of that exam. And it could be any area of your life. That's what I mean, right? So it could be in the form of some relationship that you're working on. It could be in the area of health, right? It could be in the area of health. Maybe you're doing some kind of yoga and pranayam and you're not getting the kind of results that you want in your health. So, okay, so this much, whatever I'm doing now is giving me this result. First, let me accept it. Now, let me see what I should do, improve more so that I can get better result. So be contented with the result, not with the action, never. You cannot be contented with your actions, otherwise you will become lazy. So we're not talking of laziness, right? I hope I'm clear, everybody. Yes, great, wonderful. So that is what it means. Yes, who wants to share? Yes, Amitji, go ahead.
I think
Am I gone or somebody else is
am I
gone?
audible? I can't see myself.
Amit is.
जो सलवी जी पूछ रही थी ना, I think am I
ठीक है,
audible?
ठीक है. हाँ, you're fine. You're fine. Go ahead, go ahead.
तो आई थिंक जो मैं समझता हूँ, जो मैं समझाता हूँ, वो ऐसा है कि एक प्रोसेस में दो फेजेस होते हैं. फर्स्ट फेज होता है जब तक चीज हमारे हाथ में होती है. सेकंड फेज होता है जब वो हमारे हाथ में नहीं होती है. एंड दैट्स द वे इट शुड बी. फॉर एग्जांपल, स्टाफ को प्रिपेयर करना है फॉर समथिंग, और स्टूडेंट्स को प्रिपेयर करना है. तो होप टिल द first phase which is in our control, but immediately dropping those hopes or hope the moment we know for sure that it is actually gone out of the hand for the right cause, and that's what the process was supposed to be. और ये धीरे धीरे प्रैक्टिस से आ जाता है. It gets into subconscious. For example, हम ड्राइविंग जब सीखना शुरू करते हैं, first 1 year, first 6 months, 3 months, whatever, slowly हम एक ऐसे लेवल पे पहुंच जाते हैं when we are parallelly talking on the phone and maybe multitasking but still applying brakes and acceleration at the right places in the right time. I think वो slowly practice in every process that we do, be it office, be it personal relationship, develop a not कि यहाँ तक मुझे hope रखनी है, इसके बाद नहीं रखनी है. So I also apply that when people say कि WHHFG कब लगाना होता है, whatever happens for good कब लगाना होता है, तब नहीं लगाना होता जब तक चीज हमारे हाथ में है. But वो कैसी चीज हाथ से चली आती है तो लगा.
Yeah.
Understanding the two phases and slowly वो आर्ट आ जाती है धीरे धीरे. Yeah. So
Correct.
WHHFG.
So your judgment will become better and better as you progress in your life with experiences, right? Yes, yes, Ajib.
So thanks, Shashi, and what Silvaji asked. Silvaji, your question is very valid, and I have my point of view related to what Shashi shared and what Amit said. So in the corporate world, earlier there used to be a formula of annual appraisal. Now what has happened, the annual appraisal has moved down to first quarterly appraisal, and now they are even talking about monthly appraisal. Now this is where, when you talking about the results, whereby you are saying not enough effort has been given inside the thing, why are we waiting for that for the end of the year? So now this is what when Shashi says, so hope versus hopes. Okay, so while we are talking of those expectations, okay, that's great that you want to make life for thousands of students and children in your school, but why are we waiting for that which we are unaware, like Amit ji said, out of control ho raha hai? So that's where this formula gets into the picture, that get into action because you are aware of something right now, and that's where you get into things. I hope
Very
makes
good. Very good. Perfect. Yes. So with this, we are closing time is there. So we're going to close the session now. Yes. If anybody wants to share or anybody wants to ask any question towards the last, I will give them a chance to do that. Yes, Amitji, go ahead. Yes, Amitji, go ahead.
We were talking about Samadhi, and Sanjeev ji was also talking about Samadhi, and seer we were talking about. So that prompted me to talk about that film, that movie, which I shared with both of you, and also later on I shared with on the Wednesday group. Let me tell both of you, because you know my entire chapter, you know, the current situation and the Samadhi movie. There was nothing new, but the way it describes that how it is possible to be in that thoughtless stage. And Sanjeev sir, yaad hai, Sunday ko when you asked in the GK of this thing, offsite or whatever, the offline session, तो एक मैंने आपने एक सवाल पूछा happiness का source. I think I am reaching that level where it's like I don't see a difference between movement and stillness. So, and also at the same time, knowing that this is matrix and Mayajal, but still be able to stabilize and be stable and operate on day-to-day basis, knowing that all this is Maya and stage पे चल रहा है एक movie. So I think उसमें एक statement है कि when you become the observer of the seer also, the next level of samadhi, मतलब seer तो है ही कि ठीक है दूसरी चीजों को देख रहे हैं, बहुत ब्यूटीफुल चीज है. हम सभी 8 लोगों को मैं रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा प्लीज देखिएगा पर्सनली, बिकॉज आई हैव नो पर्सनल इंटरेस्ट. I don't know anybody in that movie, but it was a game changer for me. It happened about 1 week back.
Yes.
So this is an information to Shashi sir and Sanjeev sir also, that it has been a great transformer in actually being thoughtless, dropping the chit, beautifully explained.
Very good. Wonderful, wonderful, Abhijit. Great effort that you posted that in the group also. So people who are there can watch it. Yes. Great. Wonderful. All right. Now, before I close the session, I just wanted to share once again, and through you, and when we put that in the recording, everybody else who is going to watch this would know that I'm going for Vipassana meditation for 10 days. So next 2 weeks, we will not be having the session, right? So it is for my spiritual growth and development. I'm taking it on. And when I come back, obviously, I'll get more charged up, and I'll have more things to share with you in a new perspective, right? But I'm on that journey. So next 2 weeks, we will not have the Wednesday session. So there is a activity for you. What is the activity for you? Some kind of an homework, right? So homework is you have to do a recap of at least these sessions that we are doing right now. So Ashtanga Yoga, first 3 limbs of the Ashtanga Yoga that we're going to talk of, Yam, Niyam, the 3 fundamental principles of yoga, the ultimate purpose of yoga, and of course the definition of asanas. All these things you need to remember, do a recap, start practicing the yoga asana. Do standing postures, do sitting postures, do lying down postures, front and back both, and get into the state where you can hold your body steady with stability and comfort, so that when we come back, we move on to the next higher level of pranayama. And that is what I'm going actually there for, is meditation and pranayama. So I'll be coming back at a very, very different level of you can say, meditation and pranayama, which I'm going to learn. So I will take you there. I will have some new insights, and I will take you on that journey. But you have to be very, very thorough with these 3, right? And since I'm going there on a journey which Sanjeev has already been there, so I'll request Sanjeev to say some few words on what our journey could be after this session, and not to consider this as a holiday break, but as a practice break. Okay, so this week, these 2 weeks are going to be practice sessions for you. So and all the others who are going to watch this, right? And we are going to move forward on the spiritual journey at a faster pace after this break. So this is a break where we are going to go to a very high level next time. That is what I would invite you to be into. And over to you, Sanjeev. Yeah.
Thanks, Shashi. Rather, your last line when you said we'll be at a faster pace, I think after you come back, you'll be at a slower pace. That is what Vipassana is all about. And Leslie has been part of it, so Tony and Sylvia ji, you know about it.
No, even Sylvia has done.
Oh, very good. Wonderful.
So Sylvia ji, do you agree after this it would be actually slow pace?
And how much Shashi talks in the session, at least I think after that, for a while, he'll not want to speak also.
And that's the fact, Shashi. So be prepared. It's not going to be fast. It's going to be actually slow. You will actually get into Nirudh. So you don't need to be fast. Anyway, thanks Shashi for this lovely thing. I'm sure we all will practice. And by the way, while Shashi is off, our Sunday session is on. And Sunday, like this Saturday, Silvaji, you were not there because you said you will not be there because of school. But Tony came and everybody. And anyone who wants the recording, you have to actually ask for it. I'll give you the recording. This was I felt it personally. I'm saying it for the first time as a speaker. This was very powerful session, very powerful and very needed. So if you need, please ask for the recording, right? And Sunday, because all of us are off for next 3 weeks, we are having Sunday online sessions. And
Again, not to be there.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm again not going to be there. I'm.
Okay.
You're traveling? You're traveling? Can't hear you. Didn't hear you actually.
Holiday, just for 3-4 days.
Okay, no worries. And along with that, my declaration is that 4th September, Sunday, we again have physical session. So be there for physical session and please block your calendars, all of us. 4th
is Sunday?
Sunday.
Okay.
Next time it is only especially taken, Sylvia, you into consideration. We have kept it Sunday.
Thank you so much.
And venue, we'll share where is the venue. And we'll get that. Okay, so let's be prepared for Sunday session. And Shashi, thank you very much. All the best for your new journey. And we know with your transformation, we all will be transformed further. And like this month, Shashi is going. Next month, I am going for Vipassana again.
Right.
Thank you very
Okay.
much, Shashi.
Thank you very much for your participation. And with this, we come to the end of the session. Thank you all. Enjoy a great day. Enjoy great weeks. And then we meet again after a prolonged break. Till then, Aham Brahmasmi. God bless.
Aham Brahmasmi. Thank you.
Sarvam Brahmasmi. Sarvam.